Good day, my friends. Today we are in a different city. We got out of the big city a little bit, and we are in Putrajaya in Malaysia. Not too far from Kuala Lumpur. It was a super fast train ride. I actually didn't expect how fast it would take, like maybe 30 minutes. Yeah, just trying something new, starting off the tour, getting out of the big city. It's time. And we are here at the mosque, the famous mosque and the Prime Minister's humble abode. Very cool area, really cool architecture, like Islamic, kind of Malay, European influence architecture. I'd say mostly Islamic, but definitely influence from some other places as well. Definitely some European influence going on. Yeah, this is a cool place. It's been raining. I've been trying to wait for the rain to stop, but it's not going to stop. So I decided just to film it. So if there's water on the lens, I really can't help it, unfortunately. Actually, part of the reason I'm going east is because I want to get away from the rain. It's a little bit too much for me every day. I keep getting caught out in the rain somewhere, and I'll be at a mall or something, and then I can't get a taxi, and I just wait for 2 hours or something. It's a little tough. It's tough. And so some of the days where I try to film, I just can't. I try to go to another place and I can't. So I'm gonna try and go east, as far east as I can, where there's no more rain, or it's not rainy season, So that's the plan, folks. And that is the reason for not going first to Penang and Langkawi. That was actually my original plan, but I just feel like it's going to rain the whole time. And so, yeah, if we have the option to get somewhere dry, we're going to do it. But yeah, over here actually is, there's a famous bridge as well. I'm going to show you. Really, really cool. Everything over here is so nice. There's a huge lake. Just like such high level architecture. I know the mosque costs like 250 million ringgit, like 50 million US dollars to build this mosque. This one right here, which it's a lot, It's built around 25 years ago. Went up in 1999. Same with the Prime Minister's house, almost just fell there. Very smooth. But yeah, we have this huge bridge here. It's actually very hard to see how cool it is. Let's see here. Bam. I mean, very unique. I'll say that. All the buildings kind of surrounding here too. It's quite cool. It's different. Not like anything I've really seen. Now, I haven't been to other Muslim countries really. I mean, I've spent a good amount of time in Indonesia, but I haven't really seen quite the same style of architecture in any way. I mean, to my knowledge, a lot of Indonesia is actually not Muslim. It's mostly Java, if I'm not mistaken, that is Muslim. Yeah, this is super cool, really cool. I mean, you hear some work going on. I don't know exactly what's happening, but yeah, really nice. I figured this is a good area to start the vlog in. I really wanted to see this whole complex. I can't remember exactly what the complex is called. I know it's like Masjid Putra. Masjid Putra is the mosque. There's a name for the complex as well, and like the Prime Minister's house, but that's all you get from me, folks. Did some research, forgot half of it, remembered some of it. It's not a history channel here. It's more so just seeing things through my perspective. That's kind of the idea behind the channel. So people say I should do more research. It's just not my style. I do some baseline research, but I don't engross myself with the facts. I like to just get on the ground and check it out myself, You guys probably know that by now. Those who follow my channel, that's the way I roll here. We have a nice little Dorian statue. Little Dorian shop. Nice. Yeah, excited to try some new food over here. I mean, as much as it's going to be similar to KL, of course, it's not that far away. It's still nice to change up the the atmosphere. It's definitely more slow paced over here. Already it's very refreshing to slow down the pace a little bit from Kuala Lumpur. Now, I don't know if I'll go inside the mosque, but we'll check it out from out here. I feel like I should. I feel like I'm here. I should go inside the mosque, right? I don't know about my attire. I don't think I'm actually wearing some shorts. I don't think I can go into the mosque with shorts. I mean, I see some people in shorts, so I assume you can at least walk up toward the entrance. I don't know if you can go fully inside. I'm gonna see. This is new to me. This is my first mosque that I've really been to, or that I've ever been to for sure. You know, maybe the closest thing that I've gone to are various temples in Indonesia, in Thailand, but I've not been to a mosque. You know, I've never been to an Islamic like prayer place in any way. So let's see. So cool. It's huge. It's really huge. I mean, in person, it's actually hard to get an idea of the scale of this place without actually being here. You know, it's tough. So let's see. I'm just gonna kind of walk up to the front. Again, I think I would need to wear something to go inside, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know. Can I just walk in? It's okay. Can I walk in? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like with shorts, it's okay?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I saw him from a distance with shorts and I'm like, I think it's okay.
You have a dress.
You put it around. Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And then if you...
I must go here first.
Yeah. You take a dress. It's possible to take a dress.
Okay.
And after going...
Okay, thank you. Thanks, man. All right, so I will go to take the cover, the dress at the robe counter. Right here. I will ask, I'm not sure if you pay, I assume you rent them. Let's see. Hello, sir. I must rent one? I pay or not have to pay?
Thank you.
Not pay, okay. Can I have one? Is it, or it's okay? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's just put this here. Take the hat off, right? Let's see. You just have to put it over my head. Okay. Very good. All right. Very good. Thank you, sir. Should be good now. I don't know, do I put that, maybe I can put the hat on top, but I think it feels disrespectful to do that, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to put it in my pocket. Now I can't access my pocket now, unfortunately. You know what? I'm just going to hold it. It's okay. Ah, wow. Amazing. Really beautiful. All these trees here too. Very well decorated and designed and very well kept, very clean. What a great spot too, next to this huge lake and like just a lot of green and nature around this place, so it's cool. Let's just take a peek over here before we go inside. I want to see what's on the other side here. This is cool. This is really nice. This is like one of the craziest architectural buildings I've seen in person, like up this close. So it's very cool. And it's nice that you can go in as a tourist all fine. Of course, I need to take my shoes off first. Yeah. I was worried for a second I messed up by not wearing pants. Do I need to take my shoes off to walk here? Shoes? Okay, yeah. The thing is, it's very wet. Very wet. I should have worn some sandals. Yeah, no shoes there. Oh, okay. So let's take the shoes off. As you can see, they have these racks. Yeah, let's do that now. Just gonna sit down here and take them off. Yeah, wearing like flip-flops would have been a sensible move here, just for ease of taking them off and not having socks get wet, you know. But it's okay, no big deal. We'll go barefoot and then attempt to dry the feet off before we put the shoes back on, you know, because nobody likes wet socks. That's what I will say. A bunch of change just fell out of my pocket. Very good. Oh. Sometimes I am a disaster. It's all right. Just pick this change up. It's almost like a bit of an offering or a donation. You know, but I'm not going to leave the change all over the grounds, obviously. Put that back in the pocket. It's hard to get in the pockets with this, you know, this robe on. Okay, there we go. All good. Very good. Okay, I think we're ready. Feels good. Barefoot. Look at this. Guys, look at this. Prime Minister's house. Tons of nature here. Huge lake. Another bridge over there. Wow, this is really nice. The sun just came out too. The rain has stopped. Finally, very good. Seems our prayers have been answered. Huh. Maybe there's something to this. I will say I'm not like extremely religious. I grew up Catholic, grew up going to church every week and made my communion, confirmation, you know, I was baptized. And for many years I kind of fell away from any religion. And you know, now I sort of rediscovered I guess a belief in God and a higher power, but I don't believe in Catholicism completely in many ways. So I don't follow any specific religion. I'm not attached to any specific religion, which I think is okay. But like I said, I believe in some type of God, some type of entity, but nothing specific. Yeah, this is great. This is super nice. Wow. I don't know if you can actually go into the Prime Minister's like house, the office. I'm sure maybe there's a public area you can't go in because on Google it says it's open until 3 p.m. So I assume there's like maybe a public area you can walk into, or you can just go there if you have relations with some government related things. You know, maybe it's not for like anyone, for tourists, but I'm not sure. You know, I'm not really sure. So I will go back to the front and we'll go inside of the mosque. Yeah, a lot of detail going on here in all parts of this place. I don't know that I can go in here. The door is a bit open, but I think I should go in the front, you know? I'm not gonna be that tourist you see just walking in the side and then saying, no. So let's do it properly. All right. So we'll go in here. Quiet, please. So I won't talk too much. Once we get inside, I'm just going to kind of walk around. Wow. Very nice. Wow. Very cool. Not sure if you can go inside, maybe only if you are Muslim or if you're gonna pray in general. But I'm not gonna try and go all the way inside. I don't need to. It's okay. And it's so cool. Really, really nice. Salam, Aslama, Salima. Okay, so Islam comes from those three words. Interesting. Very cool. Very nice place. A lot of tourists here, of course. More tourists than people praying, but that's expected. Nice. Even the outside, it's just like, it's so cool. Just feels so grand. It feels like on such a grand scale, everything, you know? This is very high. Yeah, super cool, super nice. Great experience to come here. I definitely recommend everybody come visit this place. I think whether or not you're really, almost fell. Whether or not you're really into architecture, any specific type of architecture, I think you will enjoy this. I think you will get a lot of value from seeing this. I do love different types of architecture. Like, I'm not such a crazy history buff, but I do like seeing unique architecture, especially, stuff that I've not seen, and stuff that's just on such a big scale like this. I think, it's very cool, you know. Find a place to put the shoes on. I'm trying to slide my feet across the ground a little bit here to dry them off. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay. And we will head out of the temple area, the mosque area. Return our robe. Now let's see if we can explore the area a little bit before this rain comes pouring down. You see the sky? There's thunder, there's heavy winds going on. So I think it's gonna come in strong. So I need to make sure I'm around somewhere, or ideally I'm around somewhere that I can take shelter immediately and try and call for a taxi. One thing I did now discover is there is an app called InDrive that is much, much better than Grab here. Grab in Malaysia, or Grab at least in KL, is awful. Like, it's easy to wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes for a Grab, or sometimes not even be able to get a Grab at all, or they cancel on you, or they tell you to cancel. It's a disaster. It's almost like not even worth using it. So I asked around and people told me to use InDrive, and it's so much better, so much better. You can get a taxi within 5 to 10 minutes every time, and same price. It's a better system, the drivers are great. Yeah, so it's a pro tip. Wow, this is fantastic over here. I wonder how, it looks like there's trails all along, so people were recommending like coming to Putrajaya for greenery and nature. I wonder if people were mostly referring to this area, because this is a large area, even more than you can really see just where I'm filming. And yeah, it looks like you can go up through it, almost like it's a park, a forest. I don't know. I think it's a park. My concern walking this way is there will be nowhere to take shelter when it starts coming down, but hopefully we can make it to that other side by then. So I will have somewhere to cover myself from the rain. If I start feeling the rain, I may start running. You know, if you see me pick up my pace and say, you know, I'm gonna walk a little faster. If you see me pick up my pace and start running, you know that I feel raindrops. But for now, there's no rain. I mean, it could always pass, right? But typically, in my experience, when the sky is getting dark and it's getting windy, and you start hearing thunder, you should find somewhere to, stay dry, you know? I wonder what these little, it's like a bunch of these little places on each side. That I'm not sure about. They're all locked up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it a little prayer spot, or is it just not at all? Is it more just for show, for architecture sake? That's what it feels like, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's so nice. Looks like we found the entrance. Go down, kind of start making your way into the nature, but I don't know that it's the time due to the rain. I mean, it could be okay having all this cover from trees, and it could be an interesting experience being like inside of so many trees when it starts raining hard and like a storm. I think if there was enough cover, it would be a good experience. I don't know if I want to take that risk or not. I think no matter what, I will still get soaking wet. I don't know if it would be avoidable. You know, the rain here, it rains hard. It rains hard. Yesterday especially, it was like, oh man, it's heavy. It's beautiful to watch. It truly is not like a nice sound and nice to watch if you're in a nice spot. But if you need to get home or something and you're not necessarily next to a train station, or you can't get a taxi and you're just like in a mall, it can prove difficult to get home. You kind of just have to wait it out. And of course, I've had 2 umbrellas at this point that I've left in hotels. And so that is part of the problem, not having an umbrella. It would be nice if I had a foldable umbrella with like a little bag that I carry. Also, I could carry my selfie stick for the camera. It would make walking around comfortably much easier. And I'd be able to have an umbrella. And I could always be more prepared with the selfie stick, because sometimes I want to film, but I don't have it, you know? And I film on an iPhone. I can always just hold it up and it works, but I prefer with the selfie stick. So, very nice. We're a little fountain here at the bottom. Taman Wawasan. I guess that's the name of the park here. I do believe Taman is park or something like that, because you see that word in the other parks as well. In the botanical garden, I remember seeing Taman. Let's see here. Again, I don't know if I should be going into the wilderness at the start of a storm. It just looks so beautiful. I kind of want to go. You know what? I'm gonna take a peek inside at least. I'm gonna go up these stairs. God, this is just so nice. I don't know. It's so quiet. There's nobody here, as per usual. You know, I receive a lot of comments about that. Like, people say, like, do you have the whole city to yourself or something? Like, I don't see anybody. There's nobody around. And it's because half the time it's the afternoon time. You know, it's 12, 1, 2 p.m., 3 p.m. And people just do not come out when it's sunny or when it's hot and humid. Especially locals. Like, you will not see them around town or in a park in the sun. It just doesn't happen. I don't see it ever. And so it is nice. You kind of get these places to yourself. It's kind of crazy, actually. For such a massive park, I mean, I gotta say, in New York City, you would never get like a massive park to yourself. Central Park or something like that, I mean, it just doesn't work like that. We look for opportunities to go out into the sun and get sun on our bodies. Now, of course, part of that, and a big part of that, is because half of the year at least, we're dealing with cold weather, sometimes freezing cold weather, sometimes snow. You know, we're dealing with a lot of rain. Not that you don't have rain here, but yeah, when it's raining, it's like, of course, we're staying indoors. When it's freezing cold, we'll bundle up and we'll still go outside. But when it's sunny, or when we think there's going to be sun coming out, we plan. We want to get out in the sun. We hit up our friends to go to the park and, you know, eat in the park, something like that. It's just what we do, at least in New York. And you will see in New York, when it's sunny out and it's warm, everybody's in a good mood. Everyone's so happy. Everyone's happy to talk to you. But then the next day, maybe it's cloudy, it's gray, it's not so hot anymore, and people are not in the same cheery mood. The weather, the environment plays such a huge part in how we feel. For me, at least. You know, I also spent a few years in Berlin, in Germany, and it's even more gray and depressing and difficult in the winter. And so, yeah, it creates a certain feeling in the city. And in Berlin, it's quite a nightlife city. It's quite heavy club culture, raving culture. And I was a big part of that in my 20s. I really enjoyed it. And so in the winters, like, it's mostly locals. Tourists aren't really going in the winter. So you would get this interesting local vibe, this Berliner vibe going on in the clubs in the wintertime, where everybody's sort of on the same page, the same wavelength, whatever you want to call it, because everyone's dealing with this brutal weather and cold outside, and everyone goes inside in unity and is not dealing with it for the nighttime or for the length of the party, whatever it is. And so that was cool. There's always something interesting about that. It was nice. Then in the summer, it's a completely different feeling. It was full of tourists, you know, it's completely different. Okay, we made it to the top of the stairs. Of course, talking and going up that many stairs can be a lot. Look at this view we get, though. I mean, I'm still not convinced. I'm not completely convinced that it's gonna like rain down on me, because I still don't feel anything. The thunder is pretty quiet and few and far between the sounds. So somebody's told me before, like, I don't know if when the thunder starts getting closer and closer, the sound, you know, maybe a couple seconds later you hear another sound, a couple seconds later another thunder. I think it means it's getting close and it will rain. I think if it slows down, you know, it starts becoming more time between the thunder, potentially that means it's not going to rain. Now, I don't really know what I'm saying. I think I've heard something like this. I wish I knew for sure. But look at the sky now. The sky is no longer black, no longer dark. All I can hear now is birds and nature sounds. Tired of hearing the sound of my own voice. I'm gonna tone it down for a moment. Take in some of the peace of this nature here. I mean, look at this. Wow. That's really nice. So nice. Wow, this I actually even prefer this to the botanical garden in KL. As nice as it is, I think this is even more special. Getting to this height, seeing the Islamic architecture over there, seeing the Prime Minister's estate. Very cool. Yeah, this is good. I considered skipping Putrajaya altogether, but after doing some research, a lot of people said it's worth visiting, at least for one night, you know? At least check out the mosque. Accommodations aren't too expensive. You know, I paid around $18 for one night. Good spot too, a bunch of shops around, 7-Eleven, everything you need. And then we will continue on our way. Look at this here. Bunch of little areas to chill. But again, of course, nobody around. Now, could it be because of the weather a moment ago? Of course. But sometimes if you just take a little risk, like I did, it pays off. We have now clear skies. We have mostly sun. And we have the sounds of birds and bugs chirping, crickets buzzing. I don't think crickets buzz, but yeah, this is fantastic. I wonder if you can ride bikes through here. Probably not. I mean, there's a lot of stairs as well to deal with. Yeah, this is good. Now, I probably won't, I know I always say I'm not going to do this, so then I do it, but probably won't walk through the whole thing here. But this video, like most of my videos are intended to be, aren't really meant to be a specific place. Like, I'm not just coming to show you a place. I'm kind of experiencing a whole area, maybe going to multiple places and giving you my input on it, you know? I don't just want to show a place. It needs to be a combination of place mixed with a bit of personality and insights into what I'm thinking. And that's, you know, those are the type of vlogs that I watch. Those are the type of vlogs that got me interested in starting to vlog myself. You know, I've been consumed with travel vlogs and content for some years now. I think at the start of COVID is when it really piqued my interest, of course. Being stuck in the United States, being stuck at home. When I had been traveling very regularly before that, on the lens, I've been traveling all the time before that. And so I think it even just kicked that travel thing in my head into high gear. And I think the people who started to vlog at that time now are quite big because they hit it at a great time. You know, people who couldn't get here, people who couldn't get to Thailand, people who couldn't get to Asia, or wherever, they wanted to see these places and feel like they were again at these places. You know, it was a big deal. It was a big deal. It got me through a lot of days just being bored or stuck at home, giving me some feeling like I'm back in Southeast Asia, you know. And so here I am, Southeast Asia, started a YouTube channel, and we're growing at warp speed, folks. Very happy about that. I really can't thank everybody enough for watching my stuff and liking, and so many comments. It's actually more comments than I'm able to manage at the moment. And so I'm trying my best to reply to everyone and get caught up, but I find I'm still over a week behind, and I have maybe 2,000 comments that I haven't responded to, at least 1,000. But, you know, it's a lot. So, and I'm trying to post almost daily pretty much, and sometimes it will get maybe 200 comments on a new one. And so that means day to day I need to be able to do at least 150, 200 comments, replies, or I fall behind. And so right now, to catch up, I need to actually do 300 a day, which is tough, which is several hours. Because again, I want to give a thoughtful reply. I want to take in the comment and try and give a real reply, not just give a few emojis, unless that's what the comment is. If it's just an emoji, I will reply with an emoji. But I try to give a thoughtful comment. I try to take consideration to what the person is saying. even hate comments, even comments that are, you know, not just praising the videos. I'm not going to come back combative and fighting in the comments. It's not my style. You know, I will try and explain maybe why I said what I said, or, you know, give my side of it. But for the most part, it's like, sure, everyone's entitled to their opinions, and you like what you like. You know, I think maybe it's not for everyone what I'm doing. Maybe sometimes I have a strong, like, what is it? I take a very specific point of view maybe on things, or I'm just very direct. I just speak my mind, you know. I'm not going to hold back. I know one of my recent videos, I got a little bit political. The video about leaving NYC, why I left NYC. I don't really get too political, but I wanted to at least dive into it a little bit. But otherwise, I typically stay far away from politics. Especially like on the channel, I won't be getting political. Because in my life, I don't really delve into politics. And so I don't want to ever speak out something I'm uneducated about, make myself sound stupid, and no, you know, I only know what I know. And so that's what I'll stick to. Now we're going down. We're going down to the bottom here. It's easier than the stairs. This is much easier than the stairs. A little ramp. Be cool to kind of skateboard through here, or some skates or something. I know it's probably not allowed. I don't know the rules against that. Can only assume. I mean, at least in America, we've mostly banned skateboards and stuff like that in any public areas. You know, I think it can tarnish the image of a place to certain types of people. You know, and it's oftentimes younger kids skateboarding as well too. So I think it's becoming a worldwide thing where it's not so accepted anymore to just like skate in public. Also can, you know, mess up the railings and the, you know, cement, everything. As much as I like it, I think it's cool. I like skate culture. I understand why it wouldn't be permitted in a beautiful place like this, you know, or outside of a 7-Eleven or whatever it is. This is cool. We'll go down to the lake here, get an up close look at the lake. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna rain. I truly don't. I'm pretty happy because we already got enough rain. We got enough rain. So the next destinations, I mean, I'll keep it relatively a surprise as to when I'll be where. I'll be using all sorts of different transportation methods, and I've still only figured out part of it. You know, I've not decided fully if I'll be like going to Singapore, for example. Like I'll surely go to Johor Bahru, and Singapore's so close, right? I would like to get there if I can, just for two nights maybe. It would be cool. It's expensive. It's very expensive, and that's the only drawback. But if I can make it work on my budget, then I will definitely do it. I'd love to shoot like 2 videos in Singapore. Then probably head back into Malaysia. You know, that area is also so close to Indonesia. I forget where, I think Batam or something. And like a few other places, but it's pretty accessible to Indonesia. And since I've only spent time in Bali, you know, it would be cool to spend some time in other areas of Indonesia. It wasn't really on my agenda for right now, but things can change, and I don't really have anything specific that I need to do or follow. So if the budget permits, and I think it's somewhere that I can go film some good content that people will like, then it's worth it, period. And if it's something interesting for me to see and enjoy, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Then I will go pretty much anywhere that fits those requirements, you know. And as I grow and as my income builds, I will have so many more options open, you know. The world is my oyster at that point. I have so many ideas and places I'd like to go, and visit, and it's just not doable at the moment. But that's okay. There's actually enough places I can go to, and it's very easy to travel around this country by bus and by train without too much money. Like to get here, I think it was like $2, $2.50 from KL. It's not expensive. And then to stay here for a night, it's the same or a little bit cheaper than KL. It's pretty much the same. So it's like I didn't really spend anything to come here. So if I can keep doing that in pieces, place to place, it's actually not too bad. It's not too hard on the wallet. It's budget traveling. It's, I guess it is backpacking. All I have is a backpack. It doesn't feel like what I consider backpacking, because I consider backpacking very much like staying in hostels. I think that's where my brain equates backpacking to specifically, is like staying in a shared dormitory, which I don't really do. The only place I'd probably do that is in Singapore, and I'd still probably get a capsule, so I'd have my own enclosure. That's the only way I'd be able to do Singapore, actually. It's still around, $20 to $30 a night for a capsule, depending on the weekend or not, And here, the most I spend on a hotel is $20 a night, $16 to $20 a night. So for like my own place, right? But just for 1 or 2 nights, I don't mind staying in a freaking capsule. I'll just explore the city. I'll stay outside. I'll stay in the mall. I'll maybe go to a cafe and set up my laptop. I don't know that I'm super interested in staying more than 2 nights in Singapore anyways, without having some money. Because if I had the money, I'd stay, and I'd probably seek out some very specific high-end restaurants, or not necessarily high-end, but the best food in the city, and kind of go to each one. Maybe I would do some shopping, stuff like that. But I also don't need to shop. I don't need to shop at this moment in my life. I did enough shopping. I did enough materialist living for a long time, and so for now I'm more interested in experiences. And even a lot of the comments were like, you don't need to go to Singapore. Now I've been to Singapore, but I've not spent much time there, and I also had maybe $50 to my name in my savings, in my account, when I was there. I was doing visa runs from Bali, and I would go to Singapore, and I would stay 1 night usually, but I didn't do pretty much anything. I remember even like just walking down the street to get food and like being upset by just how much it costs for like a plate of food in those times. So yeah, 1 or 2 days again would be cool, because I could do a walk around video. I can do like some food, check out a mall or two. I can just explore maybe a park, some nature there. And I can do 2 videos. I can do a first impressions video, and maybe hit an additional English speaking audience who may also be interested in my Malaysia content, So that'd be a cool way to maybe bring in some Singaporean folks to the channel. And that's mostly what it would be. Yeah, this is cool. So I say in Putrajaya, other than this area, I will probably be, there is a mall here that looks pretty cool. It's quite new. It's either called the 101 Mall or the IOI Mall. The way it's written, it looks like IOI, but I actually don't know. First, I just assumed it was 101, and then I'm like, that's an I, that's an O. So I think I will stop over there. My plan was, okay, let's get out of the rain. We'll hit the mall after this. Now it's not really raining, but I think it would still be cool to go there. I need to go to Caring Pharmacy, and I want to look for some MSM. It's a supplement. It's great for the joints. It helps my gut. It's like sulfur. It's great. Hello, sir. How are you? Good, thank you. But yeah, I have not been able to find this MSM anywhere. But they have it at the Caring Pharmacy. But they were out of stock in KL. And so now that I'm here, I could go to the Caring Pharmacy and see if they have my MSM. I did manage to find some neem, another herb that is, I mean, this an herb. MSM's not an herb, but neem, yeah, an herb that's very powerful, very good for the body, very good for the gut, and many other things. For many years, I took a lot of like traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic style treatment or herbs and stuff like this that really help my stomach and the issues I have with digesting rice, digesting all these foods that I have problems with, or alleviating the symptoms, alleviating the issues from doing so. And I need some of these things if I want to heal. And it can be hard to find. But I found neem. They had neem, which already it's proving very helpful for me. And a lot of the discomfort I was feeling is gone within one day. So I don't know how many of you out there are a proponent of herbal medicine, but I very much am. I think functional medicine is the best route, combining traditional medicine, contemporary new school medicine, and combining everything to have a proper diagnosis and proper treatment. I think that's the best way. I think one or the other, traditional Chinese medicine or standard medicine, typically is not enough for the problem, or there's some missing points in both of them. So yeah, anyways, a little off topic, but there's not really any specific topic we're here for, right? So sparking up conversation. All right, that was fun. That was nice. I'm sure there's many more areas within that spot that I could go. I just kind of went up and down very quickly. But I feel much more at peace than I did 2 hours ago. So yeah, nice experience. I'm gonna do a little research on my phone. I'm gonna see where this mall is. I'm gonna get my bearings for where I am right now, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys in a couple moments. We've made it to the IOI Mall. Simply IOI, not 101. Nice mall. Little fountain behind me. They love the fountains here in Malaysia. So I ate some nasi kandar. Nasi kandar Tiga was the restaurant. And it killed me. It killed my stomach. I can feel my mouth tingling in a way that lets me know I hit some of my allergies. So I think there was a bunch of sugar. Tasted sweet. Even though I asked them, I told them I was diabetic. And they said, yeah, no sugar. But I could taste it. It was quite sweet. Sweeter than any curry, any spicy chicken curry I've had in KL. And then I actually was disappointed. I didn't eat it all. I ate like half of it because I could tell it was not good for me. And I immediately went to another place nearby. And it was also sweet as well. First he gave me the korma. I think he thought I said korma, not curry. And then I told them, and I still had to pay for it, unfortunately, because I already touched it. Then he gave me some curry, and it was also sweet. I don't know. Usually the spicy curry is not sweet, I'll say that. But so far, I'm 0 for 2 in Putrajaya with food. And I'm dealing with some stomach troubles, but it's okay. It's all right. We made it to the mall. I'm gonna find the Caring Pharmacy, try and get my... What is he on about? Who's yelling? Who's yelling? It's on the speaker. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Anyways, I'm gonna walk around. On first glance, it's quite nice. Yeah, quite nice. Nice outside as well. Nice building. The Insta360. Oh, you know what? I guess you can use this with an iPhone? I don't know. I actually thought it was just a specific camera. I am thinking about getting like a DJI camera, like a GoPro style camera. I think these are quite similar. Not too cheap. I mean, like $400 US, $300 to $400 US. Okay, so like this is just the stabilizer, which you could, I guess, use with the iPhone as well. But I want to get away from using the iPhone to record everything and use, like a GoPro. Okay, they have GoPros. Or the DJI. I think probably the DJI, to be honest, but I'm not entirely sure yet. I have to do a little bit even more research first before I decide, because it's a big purchase. I definitely want to get the DJI microphone, so I might just end up getting the DJI action cam or whatever it is. It looks amazing. It looks really good. And then I don't need to always carry my phone, or I can use my phone as well at the same time as recording. And it's just a little bit more compact. It's a little bit more comfortable to film with. It doesn't look as bulky as my phone looks, to be honest. So that would be cool. That's on the agenda again when I have the budget for it. It's funny, they're advertising Gundam with the watch. Oh, it's a Gundam collaboration watch. Interesting. Interesting. Very Asian. Very much something you will see in Asia. A lot of Gundam and toy stuff in the malls here. Pretty much everywhere in Asia. Oh, here's the pharmacy I need. Amazing. But yeah, if you didn't see my pavilion video already, go check that out, because very much worth seeing. Okay, let's see if they have the MSM. I didn't know they had Lotus in Malaysia as well. Makes me feel like I am back in Thailand. Nice. I actually wasn't able to get everything I needed in the pharmacy. You know, they only have a blend of MSM with like other things, you know, a joint support formula. And same with all the things I need to find here. Vitamin B1, for example. They only have like a vitamin B complex, a mix. It's very strange. It's very hard to find these things because all the stores just sell the same mix, the blends. One more thing, I want to mention it because it's very strange to me that in Malaysia they don't have to write on the label all the ingredients. So you might have a capsule that's 500 milligram capsule, and your vitamin is like 200 milligrams. So it says contains 200 milligrams of vitamin B, for example, in a 500 milligram capsule, but they don't list any other ingredients. So you have 300 milligrams of random powder in the capsule that you just don't know what it is. And it could be a common allergen. It could be, you know, something with wheat. It could be sugar or maltodextrin or something that like bothers my stomach or bothers certain people's system. It's just very strange to me that they're not required to actually list the like inactive ingredients or anything except the primary ingredient. I've never seen that in another country before. This is the first time I've experienced that. And so I'm a little bit weary with some of the supplements here. I'm thinking maybe to not even buy them here, or to buy them online and ship them instead. It's more safe for me to do that. It's strange. It's so strange. But that's just how things are. I wanted to mention that most people probably don't care because they don't think about that, or they're not paying attention to that. But I'm sure there's another one person out there at least who will say, wow, that's weird. So yeah, I mentioned it. You got the Big Bang grilled seaweed. Of course, they love the grilled seaweed over here. I mean, I would say in America, it's considered like a weird snack. This mall is so massive, like enormous. I'm still only on the first floor and I'm just like, keep walking. This is like the biggest mall I feel like I've ever been in, to be honest. Something else I've noticed, which is pretty funny, since I arrived in Putrajaya, I've not seen another white person. Like this entire mall or anywhere that I've been so far. Very interesting. I'm sure there are the occasional like Westerners coming over here. And when I say white, it can also mean African American tourists. I shouldn't just say white, but you know what I mean. But I've not seen it. And so it's funny that I'm the only one, and of course I'm walking around vlogging with a camera. So it's like the only person, the only Westerner these white people, Jesus Christ, the only white person, the only Westerner these people are seeing, Jesus, is walking around filming with a camera. I think that's funny. I think just you gotta think how much that stands out. So much so. But I'm so used to like everybody just kind of staring at this point that I don't mind. It's okay. But it's a funny observation. Well, I think I'm getting to the end over here of this side of the mall, so I can finally go to the second floor. I mean, also looks like there's so many floors too. Yeah, this is a big mall. This is a good mall. Like, literally can get anything you need here. And it's not just like high-end designer shopping. It's like everything. I don't even know if they have like high-end designer shopping. Maybe on the levels up. It doesn't seem like that's the vibe I get. It's like everything in between, everything else. There's food here. There was like 100 food places back there. So this looks like a real food court more. Let's just check out what they actually have in here. I don't know, maybe it's more like a la carte, grab and go type stuff. Like a lot of pastries. You know, then they also have all the standard stuff like Subway, Burger King, all of that stuff. Spy Family, interesting. Let's see, yeah, I mean, it looks like kind of like a food court to me, you know? But not quite. Over there's like a bunch of shopping. Actually, it's probably like a grocery store more so. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just like a grocery store with a la carte takeaway stuff. But there was a ton of food. Actually, the whole other side that I was not walking along was just food. Like kind of where I started the video. Where I started the clip where I was first in the mall. It was like by some food, and I could have went down that whole way over there, and it was more food. And then this row was like shopping. So now we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna see what they have. This mall is pretty insane to walk around because of how big it is. I mean, the uniqueness I'd say is there's like so many stores. It's just like, this is a freaking huge mall, folks. Oh my God. There's a cinema, there's so many things, so many stores. It's overwhelming, but it's very comfortable to walk around. It's more comfortable to walk around than any of the malls in KL. I will say that. I think it's just a little bit more chill here in general in Putrajaya. Everywhere I've been, it's less chaotic, so much less chaotic. It's refreshing. It's very nice to feel. I wonder if they have an arcade in here. That I'm curious about. I also uploaded a video recently where I went to find a Dance Dance Revolution game in the arcade. Yeah, now I'm curious. Maybe there's an arcade in this mall. Who knows? Maybe they have it here too. Damn, this is cool. Very cool. This is actually what I was talking about, the DJI Osmo Action 3. That's the one that I want to get. I mean, it's not too bad. It's only 1,000 ringgits. It's only like $200. Oh no, the Action 4. Ah, okay, that's one. Yeah, I want to get the Action 4. It's not bad, $300. Hello. Not at the moment I'm going to buy it, but in the near future. In the next couple of months, I would say. Depending on finances, you know, but it's a sick camera. And their website, I mean, their website really sells it. If you check that out on the official website they have, it kind of goes in line with like how Apple sells their iPhones, how they present it on their website. It just reminded me of that, and they did a great job. But I also watch vloggers who use the DJI 3 and the DJI 4 even, but even the 3 was like very high quality. And so, yeah, something I want to get in the future. And I've talked about getting a microphone for so long, like since I've started the channel. And it's not like 100% needed. There is positives to having the, using the internal mic actually. Getting more environmental sounds can be a nice thing oftentimes. If it's not windy and it's not, you know, like extra loud, crazy, it can be better. It can be nice to have those environmental sounds mixed in. I think it gives you a little bit more of a feeling of being immersed in the place that I'm in. But there's also negatives, of course, like when it is windy and stuff, it's hard to record. And of course, it can be a more direct sound. It can be a more clear voice with a proper mic. So I think ultimately it would be better to have a mic, you know, but I'm glad at least that the internal mic on the iPhone 13 Pro Max is quite good, and I don't feel like I need to get one immediately. That's what it is. Texas Chicken, of course, famous spot. You know, gotta have the Western favorites in any mall, right? I've seen pretty much all of them at this point. We have an A&W over here, you know, famous root beer brand, yeah, from America, but then A&W became like a fast food chain as well. But originally it was just a root beer brand. Oh, that's so cute. She's just laughing. Stomping with her squeaky shoes. Okay, let's see. There's a lot more, yeah, just like food over here, a lot of restaurants. Oh, I've been tempted to have a coffee lately. I haven't had caffeine in like, I want to say 6 months I haven't had caffeine. So it's really going to get me good when I have it. And I will have it again, but I've just been on a nice break from it. No caffeine at all. Balancing myself out as much as possible. And it's helped. It's helped a lot. You know, my sleep, everything improved. My stability, my emotional stability, just my central nervous system is more stable. You know, not anxious. Looks like there is, I mean, arcade here, but it looks more just like crane games. Crane games everywhere, wow. And very pink crane games. Yeah, not exactly the kind of arcade that I'm looking for, I would say. So not gonna bother there. Yeah, I'll actually end up asking. I'm gonna ask like a security or one of the information spots, like if they actually have a, that's cool. If they actually have a proper arcade. You'd think with a mall this big that they just might, you know, there's a chance. Yeah, I'll probably spend another 30 minutes in here. I'm almost to the top anyways. Since this is a long video at this point, I'm not showing everything in here. I'm just kind of popping in and out with you guys to talk some talk. But very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, just the architecture is really cool. Very cool. Damn, Putrajaya kills it with the architecture overall. They like, you can tell they really make it a point to design really specifically, and like use a certain inspiration and keep things, yeah, super nice. You know, I don't know. Like I know it said this was a planned city when I was doing research, and Cyberjaya as well, like they're planned cities. I don't know exactly what that means, but I assume that like it was nothing or it was not developed at all. And then they planned it. They're like, we're gonna really develop this. That's what it sounds like to me, and that's what it looks like too. It looks super modern. Everything is extremely modern. Like more so than KL even, except for like certain areas like Bukit Bintang, very modern, you know, the area around Pavilion Mall, very modern. And maybe not everywhere is like this in Putrajaya, of course, but even where I'm staying across town, very modern. So yeah, that's the impression I get of this place. This is cool, Pop Mart. Bunch of toys. I do love like toys and yeah, toys. Let's say toys. Figures, action figures. One of my favorite pastimes as a kid was definitely action figures. This is honestly crazy, this mall. I don't know, I'm really impressed by this place. There's another movie theater, an IMAX theater. The one thing though, there's not too many movies available in the theaters here. That's something I noticed. But they are in English, which is cool. Crazy. So something I saw over here, I might have to check it out because they make it sound pretty interesting. It's a city farm. It says it's on the second floor that it's like an indoor urban farm, like an indoor farm park. It's a 24-hour gym, always nice. But look, it says it's the first indoor farm park with plants, animals, freshwater creatures, over 70 species of plants, small, cute animals, and fish. The indoor urban farm on the second floor. Might have to pass by that and see how that looks, right? That sounds pretty cool. Oh, you can't go down here. Nice, get a nice view here too of the city. Not bad, super nice. Enter at your own risk. Looks like you have to pay to get in. Interesting. It's like a big play area, a high rope course. Interesting, a huge trampoline. Can't really see it, but it says trampoline right there, and there's like this huge, wow, like enormous trampoline thing. Gotta say, that'd be fun. I mean, it's probably for kids, but that'd be fun. They got rock climbing. Jesus. And that's that, folks. The IOI City Mall. That was really cool. That was probably the nicest mall I've ever been to. I mean, there's Icon Siam in Thailand, but I've not actually been there. I know that's another, like, one of the biggest malls out there. This is probably my favorite, and yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Highly recommended. IOI City Mall. Yeah, very good. In Putrajaya. Yeah, really glad I came to this city. It's a very cool experience overall. Especially just to come for one night or so. I mean, perfect. But it also feels like a place I could live. It feels very livable. It feels almost like maybe it would be better than KL. I don't know, just because it's a little more calm. I think it still has everything you would need, unless you really want more entertainment or things to do. Going out, I guess, but I don't really go out, and I think, you know, even in KL, or in general, I think like it's not such a nightlife place, but in KL it has it if you want it. Here, I don't know yet, right? But it feels like more of a family place, more of a calm place, more of a place people come visit to shop and just chill. So yeah, really awesome place. Putrajaya. I think I'll end the vlog here because it's been so long. I'll probably go home, I'll grab something to eat nearby. I was gonna eat something in the mall, but I was almost overwhelmed with how many places there were, and I've been walking for so long, I decided let's just head back home and chill on the computer for a bit and then go eat something. I'm not even that hungry again yet anyway, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Our tour of Malaysia is underway. We're just getting started, so it's exciting. I didn't expect to like somewhere like this so much, somewhere just so close and where people aren't even sure it's like if it's worth visiting. Yeah, it's definitely worth visiting. Yeah, highly recommended. Easy trip from KL. Cool. Yeah, drop a thumbs up if you like this video, and I will see you in the next vlog.